Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find all the real values of x that satisfy this rational equation. In the course of this tutorial, you will see a very simple way to reduce equations of this sort into quadratic equations. Now, when you look at this equation, you know that we can write this as x squared plus 9x over 9 plus x squared is equal to 40, because of course 9 squared is 81. You have x squared, that is that, and in the denominator you have 9 plus x squared, which is exactly what you have here. Now if a is equal to x and b is equal to 9x over 9 plus x, then of course you know that we can write this equation as a squared plus b squared is equal to 40. But when you see this, two identities should come to mind. We have a squared plus b squared is equal to a plus b squared minus 2ab. And the second one is a squared plus b squared is equal to a minus b squared plus 2ab. Now the question becomes, which of these two identities are we going to use to transform the original equation? This is the trick. When you look at this bracket, you look at any of these two brackets. Now, you are going to choose the identity that has the opposite sign inside the bracket to the sign that you have here. For instance, here we have plus. So the identity that we are going to use is the identity that has minus. If this were to be 9 minus x squared, then the identity we are going to use is this identity, because here we have the opposite sign, which is plus. So to transform this equation, we are going to use the second identity. So now we are going to rewrite the left-hand side of this equation using this identity. We have a, which is x. Let that be x over 1, minus b, which is 9x over 9 plus x. And of course, this is squared. Then plus 2 times a, which is x, multiplied by b, which is 9x over 9 plus x. And this is equal to 40. Now let us combine these two fractions into one single unit, and you know how we do that. We multiply this by that. So we have 9 times x, which is 9x, plus x times x, which is x squared, minus, we multiply this by that. So 1 times 9x is 9x, divided by, we multiply this by this. Of course, we have 9 plus x, and this is still squared, plus. Now here we have 2 times 9, which is 18, x times x, which is x squared. So we have 18x squared, divided by 9 plus x, and this is still equal to 40. Now, when you look at this, you'll see that 9x minus 9x is equal to 0. So we are left with x squared over 9 plus x, and this is squared, plus. Here we have 18 into x squared over 9 plus x, and of course this is still equal to 40. Now look at this equation. We have x squared over 9 plus x squared, and we have 18 times x squared over 9 plus x squared over 9 plus x. x squared over 9 plus x. So let x squared over 9 plus x be equal to the letter d. With this substitution, we can now write this equation as d squared plus 18d is equal to 40. You can see that we have reduced this equation into a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Let us rearrange. We have d squared plus 18d minus 40 is equal to 0. Since the coefficient of d squared is 1, all we have to do to factorize this is to find the factors of minus 40 that add up to plus 18. And of course, those are going to be 20 and minus 2. Because 20 times minus 2 is going to give us minus 40, while 20 minus 2 is going to give us plus 18. So we have that when we factorize the left-hand side of this equation, we have d plus 20 multiplied by d minus 2 is equal to 0. And of course, from here we have that either d plus 20 is equal to 0 or d minus 2 is equal to 0. When we subtract 20 from both sides of this equation, we have that d is equal to minus 20. And when we add 2 to both sides of this equation, we have that d is equal to 2. So now we have that either x squared over 9 plus x is equal to minus 20, or x squared over 9 plus x is equal to 2. So to find the values of x that satisfy this equation, all we have to do is to solve these two quadratic equations, because of course they are quadratic equations. Now in this first case, let us start by cross multiplying. We have that x squared is equal to minus 20 times this. That is minus 20 times 9 plus x. We have x squared is equal to minus 20 times 9 is minus 180. Minus 20 times x is minus 20x. Rearranging this equation, we have x squared plus 20x plus 180 is equal to 0. Now, because of these two signs, I doubt that this equation has real roots. But let us be sure. And of course, to do that, we apply our discriminant b squared minus 4ac. You know that b is plus 20, so we have 20 squared minus 4. A is 1 and c is plus 180. 20 squared is 400. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3, 7. So we have 400 minus 720. That is minus 320. But of course, you know that for a quadratic equation to have real roots, then the discriminant, that is b squared minus 4ac, must be greater than 0. But in this case, we have that the discriminant is less than 0. So this quadratic equation has no real roots. Now, coming over to this second equation, once more we cross multiply. We have that x squared is equal to 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times x is 2x. Rearranging this equation, we have x squared minus 2x minus 18 is equal to 0. Now, we cannot factorize this equation. We cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization. So let us solve by completing the square. The first thing we do after making sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1 is to move this constant term over to the right hand side. When we do that, we have x squared minus 2x is equal to 18. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to add the square of half the coefficient of x to both sides of the equation to complete the square on the left hand side. Now, what is the coefficient of x? It is minus 2. What is half of minus 2? Minus 1. The square of that is minus 1 squared. So we add that to both sides of this equation. Plus minus 1 squared is equal to 18 plus minus 1 squared. Now notice that this is a perfect square. So we take one x and we take one minus 1 and we square both. And this is equal to minus 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 18 is 19. So on the right hand side, we have 19. And of course, the next thing we are going to do is that we will take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, this is going to take care of that. And we have that x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 19. When we add 1 to both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 19. So we have two values of x from here. We have that x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 19. And we have that x is equal to 1 minus the square root of 19. So these are the only two real values of x that satisfy this rational equation. If we had been told to find all the values of x, both real and complex, that satisfy this equation, then we would have gone on to solve this first equation to find the complex roots. But in this case, we are only required to find the real roots, and these are the two real roots that satisfy this rational equation. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here.